This is part 3 of modeling the grand piano, and a reminder that the reference images, although I'm only going to be using one of them I think this time, but those reference images are available in the information section of part 1. And this is our progress so far, and what I want to do first of all is I want to make this section a little bit bigger. I now think that it's too small. So I just want to think about how I'm going to go about doing that. Let's hide that and that. And just look down here and let's see what we can do here. In wireframe, what can I do? I just grab those two things and scale them in the X. Let's see how that goes and how far I'd want to do this. Let's try that first, and let's grab this thing as well and look down on that in wireframe. Maybe I can I'm going to change the curvature by doing it this way, but I'm just going to scale this in the X as well. Let's see how that turns out. I don't know, does that look better? Alright, well, I can always do more if I want. Now, if I look top down, let's just go into wireframe, you're going to notice this image here, and that is this image right here. Okay, so it's one of the images available in part 1. And I've brought it in top view, and I've scaled it and I've positioned it as best I can, and it's not fitting perfect. And I thought, you know, maybe I would extend this a little bit, but I don't know that that's going to work very well. I'm just not sure if I can really do that. Because, you know, if I bring this forward, these curved pieces, I don't really want to mess with that. And so I might just go ahead and do what I can do with it as it is. What I thought I would do is start modeling this and get to where I get 2 black keys and 3 black keys, and then try starting to copy it. So I might be doing that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my 3D cursor there, and let's see what we can do here. Bring in a plane and wireframe and scale this down. And bring that up to there. And for this, maybe I'm going to bring it to about there. Bring that one over here. Now this part is always a little bit weird. Okay, so let's say I do that, and I bring in an edge loop here, cut it about there, and an edge loop to cut it about there. And I'll take that edge and that edge and just delete those edges. Alright. And it ends up there. That's fine with me for now. Now, can I just take this, rotate Y 180 degrees, and just bring that over? And then start pulling. The diagram is blurry. So, all right, let's try taking this one, Shift D, rotate Y 180. And we'll just keep going at it. Actually, hang on. I'll do this piece first. To about there. And then don't forget to get both of those edges. I can't really tell where it goes, but again, it's not going to matter that much. And then this one here, what can I do? Can I still use these? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's take those two, bring them in there, and then this might be a bit awkward to do. What is it I want to do? I want to do this and then take that one and extrude it like that. I can't see anymore. One of them is shorter than the other. Let's look over here. Nah, doesn't really matter, I guess. We'll just go with it. Okay, let's keep going. I'll bring that over here. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. We'll go back into edge mode. I'll pull those in just a small amount back, maybe. And this. Okay. So far, so good. I hope. Let's take this one. Shift D to copy it. None of them are exactly the same. It looks like I'm doing a lot of editing. And then this one, similar to this one here, I think. But not quite, of course. Well, maybe that's too much space there. So let's just first of all do this. Just do that. Okay, so I'll take these two, pull them in. And these two go to there, and this one back. Hopefully soon I can start copying. Now this one is kind of like the reverse of that. So maybe I can do this and get close. And then just, or I can just, whatever, rotate. I was going to say edit it again, but maybe this is closer and quicker. Jeez, that's almost good enough. I'd love to leave that if I could. Maybe I will. And then this one is close to this one, I think. But not close enough. I don't like this. So I think I'll bring that over there. And this back. And then this back. Okay. And then another one of these. Almost. And then another one of the small and big. Where's that? I don't know if it's this one or what. Close, but not quite. All right, well, we'll just do it, and hopefully it'll look like a keyboard. Yeah. Okay, this guy. Maybe I could already be copying en masse, but we'll do this anyhow. This maybe needs to come over just a little bit more. All right, good enough for now. Oh, we got a long way to go, but we're gonna do more copying. Now let's try. This is 3, right? So let's try. I just do this. Say get that much. Shift D. Is there any chance? You know what? Even if it sort of fit, I could make the black keys just work. And then the white, oops. Let's try taking that. All right, we're getting a little crazy here. Let's bring this in a little. And then let's box or border select those again. And then let's get all that stuff. What's going on here? Let's try this. Not quite, eh? Well, I don't mind doing a little bit of this kind of stuff. You know, here, just here and there. Where is the division anyhow? I can't even tell. Here, so I'm just going to leave it. Oh, my dog's walking around again. Okay, is that, okay, then I'm coming up to the 3. So let's see if I can take all of this, and let's not forget this here as well. Let's see if I can bring that over. It'd be real nice if it worked. And again, like I say, if it doesn't, I might just make it work. You know? Why not? And then 3. Let's see if I got this right. Okay, let me just slide that into better position. And then have a look here. Maybe I can... Let's take these and H to hide them. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, no. Scale X0. I don't know why that got out of line, but... Maybe I can take these and put them in. Let's go Alt H and bring those back. And then see if I can get these. Which ones are these? That's the wrong ones. What if I just do that? Okay, this doesn't matter, but it'll just look a little nicer. It might actually affect some things after. So let's have a quick peek down the line and look for those. I don't know if I can find any more that are bent like that. Then where are we going here? Let's grab this whole mess of stuff here. Bring it across. You know, I don't know what it is exactly. Well, I'm gonna put it there for a second. I'll come back in here and do that. And then we'll go back to these guys. And maybe it'll come together. Yeah, I don't think I want to mess with that. And so, where does that leave us? Let's take these, get rid of that. And this one, maybe I can just get rid of that face and even get rid of that edge because I don't need that. I just dissolve it. And then do that and maybe that. Is that key too wide? No, not necessarily. I was just comparing it to this, but it really is compared to that. The whole width. Alright, let's see. Those are the white keys, eh? Alright, let's look from the front, but in solid view. Let's pull these down. let's go and have a look at this. So the white keys are a little lower, right, than this right there, and then they go down all the way and they go down inside. Let's bring that up a bit more. Maybe to there. Let's try this. E to extrude, let's pull them down. Let's pull them all the way down. I want to give myself a small bit of room at the front. I think I got it. And I see that they don't go all the way back to there, do they? On here. So what's going on here? They should. So maybe I did have the room and I didn't realize it. So let's select them all. Let's pull them back. And let's just try... Well, let's do this. Let's do it this way. Let's pull them back to here. And I'll consider pulling the fronts out rather than changing the length of the black keys. Or is that what I want to do? No, you know what? Maybe I'll do it equally. Let's scale in the Y. Look at that. And just... How far up to the front do they come? Yeah, pretty much right to the end, eh? Alright. We'll just scale in the Y a bit more. That might be good enough. Let's select everything and go Control N to flip any polys. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. I feel like they're, let's set the origin of geometry. I feel like they're not quite long enough. Let's scale in the Z a little bit. And maybe I'm nuts. All right. Now, I'm going to be putting on a bevel eventually, but I'm noticing in some of these spots that you almost can't see the division, but I'm wondering if the bevel will push them apart a bit. I'm going to try it, but I'm not ready for the bevel yet, but let's just have a look. Yeah, you see that does help. So I'm not just going to be too worried about that. I can leave the bevel on for now. What I need to do is make the little lip at the front. You may not be able to see it very well here, but there's a small bit of the white that projects forward here. And I'm going to do that. And what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to go Shift H and isolate those and look from the front for a moment. And I think I'll Shift S cursor to select it as well. Let's center in on that. Okay, I'm going to look from the top and go into Edit and Wireframe. And yeah, okay, see the diagram there, that's fine. Let's try and see. Nah, I didn't get the whole thing. I just get the very fronts. Do I just get the very fronts? I do just get the very fronts. Is that what I want to be doing? No, that's not what I want to do yet. What I want to do is I want to cut all the way through these so I can pull out the fronts. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to select it all and I'm going to use the bisect tool. And I'm just going to go like this and I'm going to try to drag all the way through. And I just want a line through. And I'll scale Z 0, make sure it's straight. And let's get out of there. That's what I kind of want. I think I'm going to bring it up though. GZ, and I push it up to there. Just have a small amount. So now I've got a section where I could select all these faces at the front, and then I can extrude them out. And I think let me turn off the bevel for now. And the way I'm going to do that is now I'm going to go into top view and in wireframe. And I'm going to do my best to just box or border select the very fronts. I didn't get anything, did I? Alright, let's try that again. Why am I not getting anything? Let's do an edge selection. Because I'm box selecting the diagram and not my keys. In fact, let's get rid of that diagram now. Or just turn it off. There. Enough of that. Yeah. Okay. And then with that done, I've got all of that selected. I just need to now deselect the bottom. I'll hold down Shift and just go like that and deselect the bottom. So I hit C to get my circle select and hold Shift and just run my mouse there. Try not to hit any of the top. Hit Escape, pull down, hit C again, hold Shift and get rid of these, but don't deselect anything on the top. Good. Excellent. Now I'll look from the side view. Zoom in. I'm going to hit E to extrude and I'm going to pull them out a little bit like this. I won't deselect yet in case I need to come out more. I'm going to come back into Object and I'm going to put on that bevel, and that is the effect that I was going for. Okay. All right, well, that looks okay. Let's hit Alt H and have a look in situ at everything. All right, well, key still looks small to me relative to the whole thing, but this is the way it's turning out. So, okay, let's look in top view and let's just bring in another plane. And I'll make the black keys real quick if I can. Scale that down. Oh, I'm having trouble telling where the heck. And I'll just do this until I get my bearings. Like this. The problem is going to be that the black key is not going to fit in every space. And so it's a real pain when that happens. All right, let's take that and extrude it up. I'll come up like that, and then I'm just going to take this and pull it back. I'm not going to do anything too fancy. Let's just see what it would look like if that was in there, and let's see how it would look in a couple of other spots. And I'll do some more. Yeah, that's my concern. That won't fully fit, but you know what? It might not matter that much. Okay, maybe it does need to be a little bit thinner. To fit most of the spaces. And if there's some space, left over, then oh well. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to, how will it look like just beveled? Just like that. I could smooth it if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that right now. Let's try putting this in a few spaces. Oh. Some of the spaces are bigger and some are smaller. It's just the way it goes with making this thing. And it's happened with all of my MIDI keyboards. Sometimes I change the width a bit, or I try to be a bit more exact, but it's a small detail and we're just trying to have some fun here and make something that looks a bit like a piano. I see, that's a problem there. I think that's all part of the same one. I can't tell. I'll get the bottom of that. Okay, let's look from the front. Actually, let's go back into solid, and then we can see. So it's, geez, almost overlap. Let's get rid of the bevel. It might make it a bit easier. Yeah, that is a problem. Well, maybe we got to do some of this work then. Maybe we do. Jesus. All right. I don't want to do that too much. I really don't. Let's put them in and then let's see where we're at. I think it just depends how close you're going to render this and what your purpose is. It was just a background object in your scene. Yeah, right there again, maybe. You know? It may not matter, but it might. And really, you know, if I was doing this seriously, I would fix it up, each one. But I don't think I want to do that on camera. I don't have them all in, but let's just have a look at how it's going so far. You know, really, is anyone really going to notice that? Or be looking for that? Especially when the bevel is on, right? Is the bevel on? I took it off. You know, I don't think anyone really will notice it. Unless you looked very closely. So I might just leave it as it is. But it bugs me at certain points, like those spots there. Normally I would draw my own keyboard and then I would do it and I would go in to most of them and really try to fix them up. It's really not very noticeable though. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything to you. You would have noticed. Alright. How's that? What I'll do is I'll do one of my little test renders and we'll just see how things are turning out with sort of like just a typical clay kind of render thing. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, well this is what it looks like and it looks all right so far. Great. I like it. So we still have some more work to do, but we're going to save that for the next video. Thanks for watching.